Welcome to Small Arms Solutions. Today we're looking at the Falkor Defense Omega 6.5 Creedmoor rifle. Now, for quite some time I wanted to get in some really high-end type rifles for long range. Fortunately, Henry Chan from 9 Hole Review is helping me out a lot with getting some of the good groups and everything. He's basically has Hawkeyes and he's like a human vice. So we can get some justice out of how well these rifles shoot. So I started to get in some of these. Falkor Defense is part of the same family who owns Nemo Defense. They're both the same family. And when you look at the quality of the rifles, you can see that they come from the same mindset of precision and high quality. This is by no means an inexpensive rifle. You're looking at an MSRP of about $4,000. Now, the rifle that you see here is one configuration. If you look online at specifications, you can see different stocks, different pistol grips, different triggers. You can see different variations of this rifle with different components. You're not looking at a lightweight rifle. You're looking at about 10 1/4 pounds. You're looking at a AR-10 based system. You have a 43 1/4 inch overall length with a 22-inch barrel. So then what we're going to do is we're just going to jump right into this, and we're going to start going from back to front, and we're going to show you what's into this rifle. Now, when you look at the back, you start off with a stock. The stock that came on this rifle is the Magpul PRS, or Precision Rifle Stock, which in my opinion is the nicest precision stock in the industry. You have a elevation for your cheek, and you also have extended for your trigger pull. And you also can remove the bottom, and you have a 1913 rail if you want to put a monopod on it. Now, another stock that this rifle often comes with is the Luth AR MBA-1 stock. So again, this is the way this one came. You can get some different options on there. The upper and lower receiver are billet receivers. They're 7075 T6 aircraft grade aluminum billet. They are matched uppers and lowers. There's absolutely no movement in between the receivers whatsoever. The pistol grip that you see on here is the Luth AR Chubby grip or VZ grip. This may also come with a Hogue overmolded grip, depending on what you so choose for it. Now we're looking on the right side. We have an ambidextrous safety. We also have an ambidextrous bolt catch. Now this is a bolt catch as well as release. When you can engage it by pushing on the lower portion and disengage by pushing on the upper. So you have a mirrored bolt catch on the right and left side. You also have a magazine release. Now your magazine release, it does stick out quite a ways. It's a little bit different from what you would say would be conventional. But this is also mirrored on the opposite side, so you have an ambidextrous magazine release as well. You do have a swell in the front for your trigger finger. And as you notice, we do have a forward assist assembly, which is part of the cartridge case deflector. We have an injection port cover. We have an ambidextrous charging handle manufactured by Falkor called the Mach 10. The handguard we have on here is also Falkor Defense. This is about 18 inches long, M-LOK. And we can also see this whole rifle is in the Cerakote flat dark earth color. We also have a removable rail segment on here, which is manufactured by Basic Kinetic Development. The barrel that we have on here is a Dracos straight-jacketed barrel. What this is a barrel that has it's a steel barrel with an aluminum outside. This particular barrel is 22 inches with a 1/8 inch twist. At the end of the barrel, we have a VG6 Gamma muzzle brake. This is probably one of the most effective muzzle brakes in the industry. You can get these for most calibers. Now, having this barrel, this is one of the first times I've ever really taken a look at one of these hybrid type barrels, but it does quite a bit for you. It severely reduces weight, and it also reduces the heat, which increases accuracy. The aluminum will draw the heat out of the steel, which will increase your cook-off threshold. It will also keep the barrel cooler, which gives your accuracy a little bit longer. It increases the barrel life. The barrel itself is made of 416R stainless steel with the aluminum sleeve. It dampens the harmonics as well as increases accuracy. Lifetime warranty on it. Now, this is designed for a precision shooter. For somebody who's going to be punching paper and they want very tight groups, this works very well. Also, for somebody who's going to be firing rapid. That's where you really take the advantage of having it decrease the heat, which increases your accuracy is when you're firing more of a higher volume of shots as you would, say, a military sniper type rifle. The barrel is not cheap at all. You're looking at almost $900 just for the barrel on this particular rifle. The gas system is also incredibly interesting on here. You have an expansion chamber. It's in the front of the gas tube here. And what that does is it increases the dwell time. What that does is when you increase dwell time, you increase the time that the bolt remains closed. So the longer the bolt remains closed, the more residual pressure is gone. The less residual pressure, the cartridge case begins to contract. It's easier for the extractor to pull the cartridge case out of the chamber. That is a very big benefit of that. Now, it is a two-piece suppressor, and it adds about 3 to 4 inches to the gas block, but it also works very well for as far as suppressions are concerned. Now, before we get into the inside of the rifle, I want to take a minute to talk about the scope as well. We have a Vortex Razor HD Gen 2 on here. It's not a light scope by no means. We're looking at about 48 ounces. It's about 14.4 inches long. However, the glass is incredibly clear on here. Again, 4.5 to 27 by 56 millimeter. You have a 34 millimeter tube. It is illuminated as well and has adjustable illumination for use in various degrees of light. The MSRP on the scope can range anywhere from 2,000 up to 3,000. The glass is incredibly clear. You have turrets on here as well. Also on here is an attachable US optics level to ensure that the rifle is straight. Now what we're going to do is we're going to take it apart and take a look at the inside. Looking inside of the low receiver here, you'll see the trigger. This particular trigger is the TriggerTech Combat AR Primary trigger, which is designed for a 3-gun match. This rifle also will come with a Geisley SSAE. Again, you can find various types of triggers in here. There's no set way this rifle is. It's whatever the operator wants. Here we can see the ambidextrous bolt catch. As we see on the right-hand side, it's a catch as well as a release. Looking on the left, we can see the ambidextrous magazine release. Looking on the right, the ambidextrous bolt release. We also have detents on the side of the... We also have detents on the rear takedown pin to help you push through utilizing a punch or utilizing a cartridge, whatever. And we can get a closer look up at this Luth AR pistol grip as well. You can see we have a swell on here, which is a rest for your thumb. And we also have its flat on here. Again, billet. We can see the Cero coat, and we can see the black anodizing on the outside. We can see we have a very nice beveled magazine well as well. Now looking at the upper receiver, we have a nitride bolt carrier group. There's nothing really special about this bolt carrier group. It's a standard AR-10 type bolt carrier group with a high pressure bolt. Again, nitride treated, and it does have the machined firing pin retaining pin as well. And we can see the Falkor Mach 10 charging handle. We can see that's ambidextrous as well. As we can see the handguard, unfortunately it's a little bit difficult to take a look inside here to see the gas block, which is a very fascinating gas block. And for a caliber like this, which is higher pressures like this makes a major difference in reliability. So for reassembly, it's like any other AR type rifle. Again, these are quite tight, these receivers. You can see these are rather tight. We got to try to tap them in with a hammer. The Falkor rifle came with 2 magazines. It came with a Magpul 10-shot Gen 3 as well as a Lancer 20-round magazine. Now to test fire this rifle, we tried some different types of ammunition. The first round we tried was the SIG Match 140 grain OTM with the average velocity of 2,689 feet per second. Hornady Match 140 grain ELD match with an average muzzle velocity of 2,689 feet per second. Hornady Match 120 grain ELD match with an average velocity of 2,877, and the American Eagle 120 grain with an average velocity of 2,870. The 6.5 Creedmoor cartridge is an incredible cartridge. It's really taken the industry by storm. It's seeing a lot of use even within the U.S. military. It is certainly an ideal long-range rifle cartridge. It is definitely a good DMR or sniper-type cartridge as well. So what we're going to do is we're going to take this to the range and we're going to see how it shoots. Now, overall, there was no recoil with this firearm. It had a very nice recoil, a very nice trigger, a very nice feel. The best group that was achieved was by Henry from 9-Hole Review, and that was a .78-inch group at 100 yards, and that was with the SIG Match ammunition. Now, all of them were sub-MOA. Every single one of them were sub-MOA, but the best group that we got was the .78 inches. Now, this is not a rifle for anybody. This is a rifle for somebody who is going to be very serious about long-range shooting, who wants the precision, somebody who is in a professional law enforcement, military, long-range DMR-type rifle, somebody who's going to be able to make use of all the incredible features that are on this. These hybrid barrel is something that it's taken me a little bit of time to really get used to. This is the first one I've messed with. The last time I remember a hybrid barrel was actually back in the 50s with the original AR-10 that was done by Stonewall Armalite. And unfortunately, that one was a disaster. And I have to admit, I've after seeing that, I never really thought too much about these. But, a lot of changes have happened since the 1950s in the quality of these things. And judging from the way this rifle shot, I was very impressed, and so was Henry. This was an incredibly expensive rifle, but again, when you look at what you pay for this, you're looking at $4,000. This is a professional piece of equipment for a professional. These can be had in 308 as well as the 6.5 Creedmoor. They make these type of rifles in 5.56 as well. So you do have a wide variety of Falkor rifles. Also manufactured by Falkor is a 300 Win Mag. Now, there's one other rifle out there that's semi-automatic also that I have test fired against that, and that was the Noreen Firearms BN36 chambered at 300 Win Mag as well. Both of them extremely accurate 300 Win Mag rifles. The gas system on the Falkor was not as adjustable, obviously, as what we had on the Noreen. Noreen has a fully adjustable gas system, so it was very easy to utilize a suppressor on that, being able to dial everything down. Because when you're dealing with pressures that's this high, you want to be able to control that gas. Now, I had not tried a sound suppressor on this one. I didn't have an extra ASR mount laying around to check out. But the gas system on this one is truly unique. It's such a benefit when you have these higher caliber, higher pressure rifles where you're dealing with so much more port pressure. And having a system like this where it's designed specifically to increase that dwell time, that's going to make this rifle last longer. It's going to make it extract more reliably, more smoothly, and less wear on the system overall. So I hope you all enjoyed this video. If you do, please click like, please subscribe, and even better, share. Thank you.